News Defense.
Philippine Navy is now standing on the edge of one of the biggest leaps in its modern naval history. After decades of operating small patrol boats, aging second-hand frigates, and ships that could barely compete with the rising naval powers in the region, the Philippines is about to activate a fleet upgrade that will reshape the balance of power in Southeast Asia. 'Cause right now, something unprecedented is happening. Japan, one of the world's most advanced maritime nations, has officially agreed to donate not one, not two, but **6 Abukuma-Class destroyer escorts ** to the Philippine Navy. These are not patrol boats. These are not ceremonial vessels. These are full combat warships, anti-submarine hunters, missile-capable, radar-equipped, built and maintained by one of the most technologically advanced navies on Earth. Once these ships sail under the Philippine flag, the entire security picture in the West Philippine Sea, and even the South China Sea, will change. This is the story of how 6 Japanese warships may become the backbone of the future Philippine Navy, and why China's People's Liberation Army Navy is paying very close attention. It has fought a lonely battle in the West Philippine Sea. Philippine Navy is now standing on the edge of one of the biggest leaps in its modern naval history. After decades of operating small patrol boats, aging second-hand frigates, and ships that could barely compete with the rising naval powers in the region, the Philippines is about to activate a fleet upgrade that will reshape the balance of power in Southeast Asia. Something unprecedented is happening. Japan, one of the world's most advanced maritime nations, has officially agreed to donate not one, not two, but 6 Abukuma-Class destroyer escorts to the Philippine Navy. These are not patrol boats. These are not ceremonial vessels. These are full combat warships, anti-submarine hunters, missile-capable, radar-equipped, built and maintained by one of the most technologically advanced navies on Earth. Once these ships sail under the Philippine flag, the entire security picture in the West Philippine Sea, and even the South China Sea, will change. This is the story of how 6 Japanese warships may become the backbone of the future Philippine Navy, and why China's People's Liberation Army Navy is paying very close attention. For years, the Philippines has fought a lonely battle in the West Philippine Sea. Chinese warships, Chinese Coast Guard vessels, maritime militia ships, drones, jet fighters, artificial islands turned into military bases. All operating inside Philippine territory. All pushing deeper every year. And the painful truth is simple. The Philippines never had the naval power to push back. The Navy relied on ships older than most of their sailors. Some vessels were so old that they first saw service during World War II. The mission was always the same: protect territorial waters, with ships that were never designed to fight modern threats. Submarines, impossible to detect; missiles, out of reach; air defense, almost none. The Navy needed modern warships, and it needed them fast. And then, something changed. Japan stepped in. In recent years, the Japanese government has quietly begun shifting away from the traditional post-war restraint. For decades, Japan avoided exporting weapons or major naval assets. But today, the world is different. China is rising, tensions are rising, and the sea lanes between the Philippines and Japan are becoming strategic front lines. If the Philippines stands against aggression, Japan will stand with them. Philippine Navy sent inspection teams to Japan. Their mission: evaluate the Abukuma-Class destroyer escorts of the Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force. 6 ships, all 109 meters long, all capable of 27 knots, all specializing in hunting submarines and securing sea lanes. When arrived, they weren't looking at old rusting hulls. They found warships that were meticulously maintained by one of the world's most disciplined navies. The findings were clear. Hulls in excellent condition. Checkmark propulsion system healthy. Checkmark combat systems functional. Checkmark sensors and radar intact. Checkmark crew facilities operational. Checkmark upgrade potential highly promising. It was delivered to Manila. Japan made the offer, and the Philippines said yes. The Abukuma-Class destroyer escorts will be transferred, one by one, to the Philippine Navy. Here is why those 6 ships matter. Each Abukuma-Class has a full load displacement of about 2,250 tons, the size of a light frigate. They can escort convoys, patrol strategic waters, destroy submarines, and defend against incoming missiles or fast attack craft. They carry 1. A 76mm main naval gun, capable of engaging both surface and aerial targets. 2. A close-in weapon system, the last line of defense against missiles and aircraft. 3. Sea Star missiles once in Philippine service. Four, 2 triple torpedo tubes, giving them 6 anti-submarine torpedoes. 5. A dedicated ASROC launcher, so they can attack submarines at long range. These are not symbolic gifts. These are frontline warships. The first time in history, the Philippine Navy will have multiple dedicated anti-submarine vessels operating together as a cohesive fleet. And this is exactly why China is paying attention. In recent years, the People's Liberation Army Navy has silently expanded the number of submarines operating in the South China Sea. Most people never see them. No radar can detect them. No patrol boat can chase them. Submarines change wars. China's submarines can shadow Philippine shipping lanes. They can threaten offshore energy sites. They can block ports, gather intelligence, and, if conflict ever breaks out, they can strike without warning. Till now, the Philippines had almost no answer. The Abukuma-Class changes everything. With hull-mounted sonar, torpedo launchers, and ASROC systems, these ships specialize in finding and destroying underwater threats. They can escort Philippine supply ships, defend fishing fleets, or patrol contested waters. Chinese submarines can no longer roam the West Philippine Sea without risk. But there's another layer to this story, one much bigger than just ships. Japan and the Philippines are forming a new kind of security partnership. Japan has territorial disputes with China in the East China Sea. The Philippines has territorial disputes with China in the South China Sea. And both nations rely on the same sea lanes for trade, food supply, and energy. China controls the South China Sea, the Philippines suffers. If China pushes further into the East China Sea, Japan suffers. So Japan is making a strategic investment. A stronger Philippine Navy protects both countries. This is part of a regional picture involving the United States, Australia, South Korea, and even the European Union. The world is slowly shifting toward collective defense in Asia, and the Philippines is becoming a central player. What happens when all 6 Abukuma-Class vessels are commissioned under the Philippine flag? The Navy will be able to deploy 1. Multi-ship surface strike groups. 2. Anti-submarine patrol formations. 3. Convoy escorts for cargo and military logistics. 4. Missile-capable deterrence patrols. 5. 24/7 presence in the West Philippine Sea. The first time, the Philippines will not only patrol, it will deter. And deterrence is the real